has certainly gotten a lot of attention over the last couple of days. 50 of our NFL analysts ranked their top 100 players. Again, this was meant to be predictive of how they would perform in this coming season. And here are the quarterbacks. Not a big surprise that Patrick Mahomes would be at number 1 overall. But down the bottom of that screen, you see our prediction is that Tom Brady will be the 6th best quarterback in the NFL this year and the 20th best player in the NFL this year. Booger McFarland, is that too high or too low on Tom Brady?
Well, Green, I think that's way too low, considering this is a man who took a team that Jameis Winston had at, 8-8, 9-7. He took the same team, basically, took him to the Super Bowl. I don't care what age Tom Brady is. The job of the quarterback on any team, even the Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, is to be the chief point guard, be the guy that distributes the ball, gets the team in the right plays, minimizes negative plays, and nobody does that better than Tom Brady. You can make an argument for Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers, but Tom Brady has proven he's the best point guard in the league when you give him weapons around him. And for him to be ranked 20, come on. To me, I need to talk to the people at our company that rank the other 19 players, specifically the other 5 quarterbacks ahead of him. We need to have a conversation. Maybe they're stuck in that building for the people that do the FPI and the BPI, people that we've never met, Greeny. Those are the people I need to talk to because they're the ones doing this list.
That's Hembo over there, by the way. You've hurt his feelings. Marcus, let me come to you on the same thought. Because you know Tom Brady is going to put 19 names on his list. I mean, we know, if one thing we know for sure, Brady is going to notice those 19 names. Hembo, meanwhile, is at the top of his list. Marcus, what do you think? Is Brady too high or too low?
He's too high. Listen, we're talking about every player in the NFL. And it's players that's doing their job at a higher level from a talent standpoint and production standpoint than Tom Brady, okay? I know nobody wants to hear it. I'm not saying Tom Brady is not good. I'm not saying he's falling off a cliff. I'm just talking about the young talent in the league right now and guys that's playing their positions. Look, Tom Brady, if not being number 1, will always piss somebody off. It'll always make somebody mad. But you know what I'm doing with those other quarterbacks that we saw on those lists? At this time, I'm taking them before I'm taking Tom Brady because I'm looking at the future. And yes, he went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl. It was not the expectation, but we expected them to be much better. And to Boog's point, this was not the same team that Jameis Winston had that went to a Super Bowl at all.
Let me get Graziano.
Marcus Spears.
Go ahead.
What's the tough?
Yeah.
Hold on, Greeny. Yeah. Marcus Spears. What's the toughest position in maybe all of sports to play? It's quarterback. So if we're going to agree that position is the toughest to play, and Tom Brady is playing it regardless of the future, I'm talking about right now, he's still playing it at the highest level, how are you going to say that other quarterbacks should be ranked above him when we agree that position is not just the toughest to play in football, but maybe all of sports?
Because
I watched them. Because oh, go ahead, Grass. Go ahead.
No, I mean, it's not a ranking of who's had the best career. Brady would be number 1. I mean, it's what do we think is going to happen this year? And based on last year, I mean, look, Brady won the Super Bowl. Yes, I mean, hats off. He was number 9 in QBR. He was number 9 in pass. It's not an insult at this point in his career to say other quarterbacks will play better than Tom Brady. That doesn't mean any of them will win the Super Bowl, and certainly Brady would not trade his Super Bowl for a higher ranking in a list like this. But that's not what this is about.
Booger, let me help you out. Last year at this time, Tom Brady was practicing his golf with Phil Mickelson and throwing passes on high school fields to players he probably couldn't recognize. This year, there's every reason to think he's going to be better. I know he's 44 years old, but Tom Brady is bringing back everybody his second year in an actual system. I think, Marcus, Tom Brady himself is going to be better this year than Tom Brady was in 2020. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense, and I understand it. I don't think he's going to be better than Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. I don't think he's going to be better than Dak. I don't think he's going to be better than those guys. Sue me. But if I'm taking quarterbacks, Tom Brady ain't going to be the top guy.
But how are you defining better? How are you defining better? Because he may not put up bigger numbers, but if you need to win a game, are you taking all those guys ahead of him? If you need to win, are you taking those guys ahead of him?
That's not the question.
Hell no. There's no way he's taking Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott above Tom Brady.
We are talking about another question. That's not the same damn question.
The question is,
who's
who's the best quarterback
is
in
going
the
to be
league?
better after the season?
I think, and the answer is the guy who wins all the games, right? Isn't the answer the guy who wins all the football games?
Yeah, I mean, we're really going to sit here.
Robert Orr won 7 championships. Listen, this the bottom line. If we projecting at the end of this season, based on what my understanding is, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I am, I don't think Tom Brady is going to be a top 5 quarterback.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.